Hello class and professor. Today I'm going to talk about how to clean inside your computer tower. For this demonstration I'm going to use a screwdriver, dust cleaner can, and a soft brush. Don't use a hard tip on the brush because it can damage your inside parts, so make sure the brush that you're going to purchase in the store is specifically made for the cleaning out your PC. So moving on to the first step. The first step is to open the side panel. Some panels just have hooks or bolts, but the one I have uses 4 screws that I have to take out. Once all the 4 screws is out and removed out of the side panel, you will see there are 9 main components inside the computer, which are system fan, floppy disk, heatsink, hard drive, power supply, motherboard, processor, RAM, and optical drive. Those are the 9 main essential components that makes functional computer system. Once you get that out of the way, the second step is you have to carefully unplug and unscrew the power supply, then thoroughly dust and clean the fan. The power supply is the main component that needs to be cleaned because if the dust clogs the fan, there is no ventilation and the system might fail or overheat. I will clean with a brush to get excess dirt out and use the dust cleaner to remove those hard to get to spots inside the power supply. Moving on to system fans. Some system has 2 or 3 or 4, sometimes even 6 fans, depends on the size of the tower. System fans are also important because they provide cooling for the whole computer. So you have to unplug and dust both of the fans and make sure the circuits are clean. As for the memory sticks, I have to switch the hooks on both sides so they can pop out of the motherboard slot, where I can deeply clean underneath. There is importance for the RAM modules to sit right inside the motherboard. On the other hand, hard drive and floppy disks doesn't require much cleaning because they're solid components. Most people would unscrew the motherboard, which is held by 4 or 6 screws, but I wouldn't recommend to do so because you will have to take all the parts of it before you can clean it. In this case, I'm going to use a brush to go through all the components carefully because most of the key pieces is very fragile and could break. For the rest of the parts, I can just use the dust cleaner to spray out the rest of the excess dirt and dust. Now you can also use a small vacuum to go around inside the tower to get rid of the dust. In small parts where you can't reach, just take a small Q-tip to go over the surface. Now that all the parts are cleaned, I have to plug everything into place and double check that nothing is disconnected. Now I can screw the panel back onto the tower, and after the panel is secured, I will power on the PC and test drive, make sure everything is functions. Remember, you should always clean inside of your PC every 6 months to make your computer perform better. This concluded my demonstration. Thank you for listening.